Each year as I make the climb into my tree stand, my anticipation for the hunting season grows stronger. This time around, my aspirations have taken a new form. For me, this year, it's not merely just about tagging a buck. It's about setting my sights on specific bucks that have matured on the farms that I've been hunting in both Missouri and Kansas over the past 6 years. As the seasons change, the landscape browns and the leaves fall, all silently ushering in one of my favorite times of the year, the whitetail rut.
That buck is walking through the timber, right to lie down inside.
Although the vibrant greens and trees heavy with foliage found in the warm summer months are long gone, the monochromatic palette of the forest and now barren trees offer different scenery. Sitting high in my tree stand, I can now clearly see far into the once hidden forest. The atmosphere is both wild and captivating, leaving me on the edge of my seat. The deer, now driven by instinct, with their power and elegance on full display, offer a glimpse into the wonders found only in the rut, filling me with a sense of awe and wonder. It is in these moments that I am so grateful to experience the joy found in being a bow hunter.
The same buck that just came through the timber over on my right-hand side. He's a young 9. He's a pretty young buck. Might have been the same one that cruised through here a little while ago. Looked like it. Not super mature. I tried to slow him up with a snort wheeze, but it really didn't do me
As I head to my stand, the darkness lays heavy around me. Carefully and silently, I take each deliberate step, making the ascent up into the tree stand. My heartbeat quickens with anticipation as I prepare myself and my gear for the hunt. I allow myself a moment to sit quietly. My senses are heightened. Everything is shrouded in a blanket of silence, except for the occasional rustle of leaves. This stillness adds to the anticipation. As the minutes tick by, the darkness slowly gives way to the first hints of light, and with that, the forest comes to life around me.
That 8 come right below our stand, caught our wind, pulled it out. And there was another buck right behind him. I didn't see it. He said it was a big buck. I don't know if he saw us move or he was spooked because the other one had spooked. But he took off. Yesterday we sat dark to dark, and I decided today I didn't want to do that. There's just not a lot of deer activity during the day. So we're gonna pick up and head out and come back tonight.
Although the solid ground beneath my feet and knowledge that there's a warm fire waiting for me in camp feels comforting after spending hours in the stand, I also know that I'm risking bumping the very deer that I'm hunting simply by climbing down. After all, this is the rut, and bucks can be moving at any time.
Barely got my bow pulled up here, and this young 8 just goes cruising by. I didn't grunt at him or snore wheeze or anything to try to bring him down here, because he's one of those deer, and I hate this saying, but I'm going to say it. He needs another year.
Bow hunting deer is a waiting game, and as the days come and go, I know that it may take weeks before I get a good opportunity on the type of buck that I'm looking for. With that, I remain steadfast in my pursuit and embrace the challenge found in the hunt. The crispness found in the air and the arrival of a new day also bring along a sense of hope as they signal the opportunity for a fresh start. After all, this is a rut, and a change in strategy might help kick things up a notch. I decide to make the transition from passively sitting in the woods and head to the field, putting out the decoy and doing some rattling. As challenging as it may be, as the action intensifies, I'm happy knowing that the deer that I let pass this year will grow even more impressive next year.
Came right in, he just ducked in to nail the decoy with his body, like body slam him, and he's like, wait, this isn't right. So funny. Awesome.
For me, this is as good as it gets. These are the moments that I live for.
The one deer that I would like an opportunity on came in with a couple of does. And the does don't like the decoy, and instantly they started stomping. And the buck was at a scream at 50 yards. I grabbed my bow. And then he kind of went up in the field, and for whatever reason, she decided to blow, and just totally fun. Frustrating.
Some hunts, you spend the entire season trying to put it together on that perfect opportunity, while on other hunts, you simply stumble onto a stroke of luck.
Well, it's 489 pictures, so these deer have been pretty consistent still. It's early in the season, so they're still pretty consistent, but these acorns are starting to fall, and so we'll see. Hopefully he's on here or something's on here. We'll check it and see.
We're getting ready to head into the stand. That deer's been coming in really consistently. We got everything lined out and ready to go for the night, apart from Yogi's tree stand. So David's gonna pack in the tree stand, set it, and then we're gonna sit. We're gonna go in pretty early, give it time to get quiet and everything settle down, and try to make one quick go of it. This is my only night that we have the wind in our favor to make this happen, so I'm a little anxious, but also excited to get in the tree and get hunting for the season.
The saying goes that timing is everything. For this hunt, we have pattern and wind in our favor. The time is now. Before the acorns finish dropping and the conditions change the pattern of the deer. As my experiences hunting whitetail increase, I become stronger in my belief that in order to kill a big whitetail, you must first surprise him. When targeting a mature buck, your first attempt may very well be your best shot. When the timing is right, you must be ready.
Got about an hour and a half now to let everything kind of settle down before the deer have been moving. That buck came in and he kind of held up right here on the edge of these trees and ran across the opening. I don't know if our wind squirreled or what happened, but he didn't stick around very long. It makes me really nervous because any of these, light and variable winds can really mess up your hunt, and I only have is makes me nervous. There's deer walking through the trees. Good boy, Stick. Good boy. Stick
job,
found him
Kristy.
like, he didn't even go 100 yards.
No, he was dead before you got out of the stand.
Man, I was so worried.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, this is my biggest buck.
Finally, a plan comes together for you.
And he's stiff already.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes. We planned this where we were just gonna wait, you know, kind of play it by ear to see, you know, what was going on these early season hunts. Last year it was nothing. We couldn't make it happen early season. I'd come back during the rut and like we had 2 openings where we could make it happen, and just to get the phone call of like, we got to try this. We had literally 1 sit to make it happen because of the wind and our schedules, our time, and you know, we just got lucky because, you know, Sunday night he came by the trail camera. Monday morning he didn't. We didn't know last night if he did. He didn't Tuesday morning. I can't believe it. I mean, I can't. He's so much bigger.
He's a good deer. I know he's at least 5 because I had pictures of him for 2 years, and so I would put him at 5 probably. So he's bigger than I thought he was too.
And I just feel so lucky that I was able to come here and be here when we had this deer patterned.
Well, it's sacrifice too. I mean, neither of us had time to be here this time, and you just have to make time when it's time, and that's how you kill big deer.
Yeah, I thank you so much, David. This is literally a dream come true, and
You're welcome.
good
job.
I don't even have words for it. I'm looking at this deer and I'm like, I get to go home with this deer. I can't believe it. It's the biggest whitetail I've ever shot. And boy, I mean, who wouldn't jump through any hoop for an opportunity to sit in a stand and share the woods with a buck like this?
For more Pursue the Wild, jump behind the scenes with us for our new lifestyle digital series, Our Wild Life. And make sure to tune into our podcast, Wild and Uncut. We appreciate you being part of our journey.